Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. To my returning subscribers and my new subscribers, you are welcome. So guys, I actually have a video I wanted to post, but I have this heavy burden, to share this with you. It's something that has been going on with me for the past 1 month. I I didn't think it was necessary at first, but I just have this burden to, to come here and share it. And I believe because I have this kind of feeling, somebody will get something out of it. Sometime last month, I started developing this Koa's voice. Even I think I still have it, but it's not as deep as it was. So I started developing this Koa's voice, from I didn't think it was anything. Yeah, from having Koa's voice, I started having sore throat. From sore throat to cough. So from the cough, I still didn't think it was a major thing until after, when the cough, really started. I went to the hospital. When I got to the hospital, they asked me how many days and all that. What have you taken and stuff like that. I told them. So immediately they gave me an appointment with a nurse. So when I got to the nurse checked me and said it wasn't anything. That I should be taking water, more of water that is going to stop. You know that kind of feeling. I was very angry because I've said this before. I don't like being sick, not because I feel like because of the environment that we live in, you have to really be strong for yourself and for your family. Because the next person that you would want to help you is also trying needs help. Do you understand? It's not like there are major things you might need somebody, but the little things at home that you think is necessary, like cooking, cleaning, and all those stuff, is you and your husband. Do you understand? So and I'm not somebody that likes like being a burden to somebody. Do you get? So because of that, I like being strong on my feet, and God has been faithful. Okay, so when the nurse now told me that, I got home. I started, taking more of water, so until the thing now developed to full blown cough, like full blown cough. And within this period, I lost my voice. Like I lost my voice. The first 1 week, talking was extremely difficult. My voice ceased. I couldn't speak. At some point, I used sign language. It was that bad. And the cough that I had, this kind of cough, like I don't know if you experienced that kind of cough, that you have this tingling feeling inside your throat, that when that thing starts, when it's triggered, when that feeling, when it's triggered, you can stay on a spot for 3 4 minutes coughing. At some point at night, especially when I'm coughing, I'll hold my neck, I'll hold my throat, like I will cough. Hi, it was that bad. It was very bad. So I'm just always quiet, doing my thing. I don't like talking because even when I talk, it triggers that feeling. So I was just at home doing my thing. So after 1 week, I went back to the hospital. Then the nurse at the reception asked me. I told her everything. So she said, at this point, because it has passed one week, that is high time she gave me an appointment with my doctor. So she gave me immediately with my doctor. So when I went to my doctor, he checked my lungs, everything. I said there was no muco, you know, around that area. So the whole thing basically might be here. So he now prescribed the syrup for me. As I went home, I went immediately and bought the syrup. I was taking this syrup. I wasn't noticing any significant change. I finished the one bottle of the syrup. I went and bought another one by myself because, like I said, I don't like it keeps me miserable, more or less. So I bought the second one. It was after 4 weeks, getting to a month, that I started noticing significant, changes. My voice started reducing a little bit. And within this period, you know what's going on the internet. I had a lot of things to talk about, but I couldn't speak. Life, like it was kind of, people wouldn't know what you're passing through. I'll go to my YouTube studio 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. There are times, yes, I might not post because I was busy, but at this point, I wanted to speak, even if it's 10 minutes, because I already made up my mind that I don't want to be staying too long before posting. Do you get? So I'll go to my YouTube channel. I'll see 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You want to say something, but you could not. And the worst part of pain is when you had something and after some time you don't have that thing. Do you understand? Just like somebody waking up, somebody that could see, and you wake up and you could not see again. That's the kind of one of the worst pain anybody can experience. You used to walk, at some point, 1 minute you cannot, walk again. It's more painful than somebody that was born with such a thing that you have not experienced. So never in my life have I ever thought that there will be a time I will wake up and speaking will be my problem. Do you understand? So one day, when this thing when the voice started clearing and the cough as well started clearing, I was just thinking, like, how, like, it has never been in my mind I will be in this kind of state. Do you understand? So while I was reminiscing and thinking about this thing, the verse of the Bible that came to me was Psalm 103. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who healeth all my who forgiveth all my sins and healeth all my infirmities. Like, my mind, I started speaking with my mind. One of the major things, one of the things we think or feel that is sickness is when we have major malaria, typhoid, high blood pressure, high sugar, all those major things. But when we don't have all those things, we don't think that there's something like infirmity. Like, for me at that point, life became a burden because I was just pushing myself. There was nothing I did not try. I tried the natural remedies like ginger, lemon, water, drinking it every day. At some point, the sore throat, a friend of mine told me to use onions. I ate, there was nothing like natural remedies I did not try. But it just kept on until that 1 month. So when the verse of the Bible came, I was talking to myself. I said there are a lot of things we don't think is necessary to thank God for. Usually we thank God for life, good health. But never did we think that when your voice is muted, it's like you're almost invisible on earth. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you cannot see, it's like life is a burden. I don't know how to explain it to you guys until I started speaking and I started going through all these things. These days when I thank God, I take time to thank God for the little things. Well, I call them little things, but they are major. I thank God for voice, that I can speak. I thank God that I can see. I don't now, like when I pray, sometimes I just generalize. Now I take my time to thank God for sight. In those days when we were small, there's this song that we used to sing. Some have food but cannot eat. Some can eat but have no food. We have food and we can eat. Glory be to thee, O Lord. We have food is something to thank God for. That we have the food and we have appetite is something to thank God for, and we can eat it. There was somebody that told me sometime that there was a man, do you know what his sickness is? Hiccup. Where is he coming from? Nobody knows. He was admitted in the hospital. No fever, nothing. But that's a major sickness. Do you understand? So if you wake up every morning, you check yourself, you can see, you have, these days I thank God for vitality. There are people that were strong. At some point, their strength, they will lose strength. From losing strength, it is anemia. From anemia, it will develop to something else. This is something that started little by little. It's an infirmity that God took away. This thing that happened to me, it would have. On Sunday, I was teaching and I said, there are things that we will not know how God did it for us until the day we meet him. Like I was talking with my husband, said, this is a major testimony because we do not know what God perfected for me. Because I have never, since I was born, I have never experienced this kind of cough in my life that has lingered. Even as I'm speaking, you will notice my nose are still blocked. I still have catarrh for a month and 2 weeks now that I've been going through all these things. So I feel like once in a while, yes, we need to be ambitious. There are things we have target for. But once in a while, like every day of our lives, even before I pray, like I wake up, I want to pee before I pray. I wake up and say, thank you, God, that I saw today. Thank you that I have the voice to thank you. Thank you that I have the leg to even move. So I just want to encourage us today. Let our thanksgiving be more than our petition. Let our thanksgiving. At this point, I've come to understand, if you have life, you have health, first. You have hope. If you have life, you have all that it takes. You have your vitality, you have your voice intact, you have your eyes intact. You are alive. First. You have every reason to thank God. I don't know how else you see this video. This is what I have come to share my experience with you. Help me thank God for what he has done for me. And use this opportunity to also pause to thank God for the things you seem or you think that are little. It is not only when you're admitted in the hospital that you come out that you thank God. There are people that didn't have the chance to even be admitted. They died on the spot. That your children go to school every day is not normal. They go to school and come back. It seems like it's a norm. It's not normal. There are people that they will go to school for 4 years and just one day, everything about their life will change. Why? Because one went to school and never came back. So I've come to share with you my testimony. There are times people will be alive, they have good health, and they are frustrated because there's something they're asking God and it's not done. And they seem like life is a burden. No. Be thankful always. Be thankful always. Anyhow you see this video, just take it and help me thank God for the healing of my voice, of this cough that has cleared. And I know he will perfect everything that concerns me and that concerns you as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you very soon in my next one.